It is Manitoba time. It's a chance to look at some of the great reasons to be a tourist in your own province. And Lindsay Egan joins us from Travel Manitoba with a look at some of the parks that are waiting for you to explore. Let's start with Lower Fort Garry. Most people around here are fairly familiar, but what can the uninitiated expect?
Well, the fort is actually North America's only restored stone fort from the fur trade era. And their walls and the buildings are still standing along the Red River and have been there for over 180 years. So it's pretty amazing to see. Their costumed interpreters are really amazing, and they really bring history to life through the different events, through the different festivals, through the activities, through the stories. There's a lot to do for people of all ages.
Yep.
There are great children's programming during the week this summer. On the weekends, there's some other great activities like murder mystery experiences you can be part of.
Right on.
They actually have an Iron Chef gourmet heritage cook-off experience that you can be part of. So lots of really neat things, different things, and makes learning really fun.
Yeah, it's one of those great opportunities to go out there and not only have a good time and explore, but also learn a whole lot at the same time. You always learn something new about an area that you thought you had down.
Absolutely. There's something new to learn at all times, and that's what's really neat about a lot of the parks that Parks Canada has, and here in Manitoba, is that it's not just, they're beautiful walk through the parks, but there's so many historical elements of each of these parks that are really neat to kind of grab onto.
And we got a great example of that right here at the Forks. It's the Variety Heritage Adventure Park. Your kids have never learned like this before.
Absolutely not, and I actually just saw this recently for the first time, and I was blown away. This isn't your average park with swings and monkey bars. There are historically themed play structures, and there is a splash pad, which is awesome. Kids are loving those these days. And there are so many hands-on interactive activities for kids to learn about things in our province, like our Métis culture and heritage, our First Nations people, our French Quarter, the fur trade. So again, a fun way to learn for these kids.
Something as simple as putting a slide inside a Red River cart. Kids are actually climbing in and out of the cart and heading up and down the slide and having a great time. And accidentally, be careful kids, because they could actually learn something as they go.
Oh, absolutely. And the neat thing is Parks Canada actually has some of their interpreters on site during hours of operation. So if you're there with your kids, they can take you around and point out some of the neat things and kind of help you along the way and kind of give you that all-around full experience while you're there.
For moms and dads, there's lots of shade, lots of seats. There's a public bathroom nearby, and the splash pad is very cold for those hot summer days. All right, next up, the Prince of Wales Fort. For those who want to travel a little further afield.
Head up north. The fort was originally built to protect and control the Hudson Bay Company's interest in the fur trade. Today you can take a historic hike along the Churchill River, starting at Sloop Cove, which is a natural harbor, most famously known for the inscriptions that have been left behind by the people who lived at the fort back in the day of the fur trade. So that's really neat to be able to touch pieces of history like that. From there, you'll cover 4 kilometers and 3,000 years of history, ending with a really in-depth tour of the fort itself, which is really neat. And I'm heading up there with Toba this summer to check it out for the first time. So we have so much to look forward to and so much to learn. So like you said, always something new to learn.
There's always something new. It's waiting just for you. Sometimes it's in your own backyard.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you need to plan away. Either way, you want to hit breakfasttelevision.ca, find all the links on Travel Manitoba. Going to take a break. There's still plenty to come today on BT, including our buddy Drew Kozub, who's live from Birds Hill Park.